And I refused to tell him I love him because of what I had been through. My parents had been married for 17 years, and every single dinner they sat at with us, it would be, Mom and I will never get divorced. I love your mom more than anything. Well, if my dad, who I loved and adored, could tell me that every single dinner and still divorce my mother, who he loved more than anything, I had a problem with love then, because you can't trust it, right? 17 years you're saying this to me? How am I going to trust the next man that says? And I refused to tell him I love him because of what I had been through. And so we would just, and he had been through hell backwards. And so we would just say, I sure do like you. I sure do like you. Now, then I left for college in the fall, and we cried and said we'd keep in touch. And yes, we did keep in touch, because I got pregnant that summer, and he was going to get in touch. I ended up pregnant. Everything was going fine, and then I find out I'm pregnant, and the Catholic upbringing kicked in. Now, I'm broken. I'm sobbing, but I knew I could not kill the baby. That Catholic part of me kicked in, and if I didn't learn anything else, I knew it was a baby. So I thought about throwing myself down the stairs. I thought, well, an accident's not an abortion, right? But the Holy Spirit got me. He stopped me. I know he did. And the room filled with his presence. And I know that it had to be filled with angels, because the room was, and I had no point of reference, but the room started glowing, and I fell asleep with so much peace. And I woke up the next day knowing I had to tell my dad, and I could tell my dad. So I know that was the Lord, because I was not born again yet, but he is close to those that are of a broken heart.